Hey guys, this is Iron Maiden fanboy back for another review. Um, and this time I'm going to be reviewing Diamond Head's classic Lightning to the Nations, requested by one of my subscribers, Maiden80, which I would put the link right here and down below so you can check his channel out, and if you like it, subscribe. But he requested for me to do this album, and I'm doing it right now. This is the debuted by album for Diamond Head. Diamond Head is a British band. It's considered one of the top acts of the new wave of British heavy metal, along with bands like Iron Maiden and Motorhead. Uh, this album was released October 3rd on 1980, but it was completed in 1979. The reason that it wasn't released in 1979 is because they tried to get it out, but the major labels had lack of interest, and they didn't feel like the band was good enough for their label. So they were like, you know what? If they're not gonna take it, if they're not gonna release it, we should do it on our own. And in 1980, they made their own label, Happy Face Records, and they released it because they, I mean, you know, you had bands like Iron Maiden and Def Leppard, definitely, Motorhead with Ace of Spades releasing and them getting really famous, and they were like, we need to be part of that, and they made their own label. Now, if you try to buy it now, you will find it under other records. Like Metal Blade re-released this album in 1992, and then Sanctuary re-released 2001. Re-released the reissued version in 1981. And before, I think you can't find it anymore, but the vinyl, it was a white vinyl, so it was regarded as the white album. But now the cover is different. It's black with a diamond and it says Diamond Head, and underneath it says Lightning to the Nations. But before it was just white. That's why when a lot of 80s Diamond Head fans, they were referred to as the White Album. Now this is really good new wave of British heavy metal. It's unique because it's not so much punkish as much as it is more like AC/DC kind of sound. This album has 7 tracks, and they're all great. I can't really think of bad song in this album. It's all perfect in my opinion. The title track, "Lightning to the Nations," it's great. Really, it starts out slow, but then it gets kind of fast. It's really great. Uh, the Prince, one of the best interludes that I've heard. It's really that good. The solo at the beginning, it's great. The main solo, it's really melodic. It's really good. Um, Metallica covered it, and actually Metallica covered a lot. From their power demos. If you haven't heard it, I post a link below, which includes Dave Mustaine on the guitar. They covered "Sucking My Love" in that. Dave Mustaine, great job on leads in that song. Well, then you go to the Garage Incorporated album from the 1990s, and you see, you know, the Prince, of course, "Am I Evil?" "Am I Evil?" Metallica is really well known for that song, even though Diamond Head wrote it, and actually, Diamond Head gives a lot of credit to Metallica for their success now because of them covering "Am I Evil?" More people went and discovered Diamond Head, so that's really good. They also covered "It's Electric." And if you guys want to check those covers out of the Prince, "Sucking My Love," "Am I Evil?" and "It's Electric," I'll put the links down below so you can check it out. But anyway, these tracks are great. There's nothing, in my opinion, there's not a better sound than an overdriven Marshall with a Gibson, and in this case, instead of a Gibson Les Paul, it's a Gibson Flying V. And Brian Tadler, for a single, he's only for a single guitar player, because there's no rhythm on it, he's great. He makes it sound like there's two. He does a lot of stuff to it, and it's a real delight to see Diamond Head play live. And I'll post some live footage of this album too because they're amazing. Uh, as to Sean Harris, Sean Harris has an amazing voice. It's really unique, but it's really good though. Yeah, it's unique. It's kind of a hard. It's kind of a hard way to describe it, but it's really powerful and it really suits the music. And in my opinion, it sounds. Oh, and his voice is so good apparently that if you listen to the early demos again of Metallica, because Metallica really influenced by this band, you will hear James Hetfield try to imitate Sean Harris' voice, which I thought when I first heard it, I thought it was kind of like funny, but now James has his own voice and his own style. So, like I said, this is seven tracks in this album. You know, "Lightning to the Nations," great song. "The Prince," amazing. It's like "Sucking My Love," epic. I think that's the best blowjob song ever written. And the middle, like it brings you up. Then the middle starts, and then it's like a calm down and everything, and then it picks up back again, and it's just great. I love that song. Am I Evil, of course, everybody knows Am I Evil, but perfect riff, solo, lyrics, it has everything. Sweet and Innocent, Sweet and Innocent's a great track, really upbeat, it's electric. I love that song. Um, it's about them trying to make it big, and it just, every time I hear it, I just get on my guitar and start playing, and yeah, and it ends up with Helpless, which it's a really good song, and it has one of the best interludes in my opinion. So that's Diamond Head's Flying to the Nations. Great album, and it deserves to be one of the best, ranked as one of the best new wave of British heavy metal or heavy metal albums. It should be up there with, you know, Killer's Black Sabbath's Master of Reality album. They should be up there, even with Slayer's Raining Blood as like the most influential and best albums, heavy metal albums of all time. And people should check this band out because they're great. This is Iron Maiden fanboy signing off. Thanks, you guys.